Since 1908, the Blind Industries and Services of Maryland, aka BISM, has been empowering people who are blind or have visual impairments through their training and employment opportunities.
BISM features a rehabilitation and training division that teaches people with visual impairments real-world skills, prepares them for everyday challenges, and builds their self-confidence. In addition, BISM has many employment opportunities. Blind Industries manufactures a wide range of products including paper products, janitorial and sanitation products, and Army, Air Force, and Navy uniforms.
BISM has recently been contracted to make animal transportation boxes for laboratory use. To construct these boxes, one must create ventilated windows of 2 different sizes by hot gluing a black frame, mesh, and felt together. Then, these windows must be hot glued onto the box. The box is then ready to be used. The problem is, how does one with limited to no sight at all complete this task efficiently and safely?
And that's where we came in.
We created a series of devices.
The Rat Pack!
Our first device allows the BISM employee to cut the felt needed for the vented windows. This is Anthony, an employee at BISM who is completely blind. In this step, he will be cutting the felt needed for the vented windows. To do so, you first pull the felt underneath the paper cutter and pull it up to the groove depending on what size you need. The first groove will allow you to cut the felt needed for the smaller window, and the second groove will allow you to cut the felt for the bigger window. To cut the felt, you pull it across and up to the groove you want. Then you pull the cutter down and pull the blade across to cut the felt. You repeat this step again and again depending on how many felt slices you need. This is the first time Anthony has been using this device, and with time and practice, he will become more efficient and better able to use the device.
Our second device enables the BISM employee to hot glue the plastic frame, mesh, and felt they cut earlier together. Here is Thomas, a BISM employee with limited sight, completing the task. He first picks up the felt using a plastic apparatus with Velcro on the bottom and sets it aside for later. He then takes the black plastic frame and places it inside the other half of the device. He closes a hinge which allows him to put the mesh piece in centered. He then takes the hot glue gun, which has a wooden guide surrounding the tip, which enables him to glue right up against the device without getting glue on it, and also to get glue centered among the frame. And it also doubles for safety purposes. He then glues along all the sides of the device. Here's Chris, another BISM employee with limited sight, completing the task. He first is completing the gluing on all 4 sides of the frame. He then takes the plastic piece with the felt on it that he set aside for later and puts it inside the device. He compresses in order to glue all pieces of the window together. He then removes the first half of the device and he is left with the frame and the plastic piece. He then takes off the plastic piece and is left with the completed ventilated window.
The third step enables employees to glue the completed vented windows onto the actual cardboard box. Here is Thomas completing the third task. He first places the cardboard box and aligns it with the mechanism, which is the perfect snug fit. He then takes the hot glue gun and glues along 2 edges of the box. He then takes a completed vented window that was completed in the second step and places it inside the hole, felt side up, which is again a perfect fit. This is Chris gluing the 4th and final vented window onto the actual cardboard box. Again, he glues along the top and bottom of the frame. In the future, the assistant seen handing the materials to the employees will be replaced by bins that BISM already has, so the employee can complete the task 100% independently. Again, Chris slides the completed vented window onto the box and compresses it. He then lifts the flap of the mechanism up and pulls out the completed box. He has completed the task 100% independently.
The largest concern for introducing this task at BISM is the safety issue the hot glue gun has. However, we have tackled this problem with the addition of a wooden piece to the tip of the hot glue gun. Now the employee can touch all along the tip and not get burnt. Additionally, the employee will never have the hot glue gun facing them directly and cannot get burnt in that way.
I'll tell you one thing, it's cool. I never thought I could make the screens and then make a box and then put an animal inside of it. I mean, that part is cool.
By the Poolesville students working on this project, it will create up to 6 blind jobs, which will help blind industries in employing more people here. The fixtures that they've designed and everything seem to work quite well with the blind people at all skill levels, whether it's total blind or partially blind. And I think it'll be a great help once we're be able to implement them into the daily routine here at Blind Industries.
To know that we have made a positive impact on the lives of current and future employees, such as Anthony, Emery, Chris, and Thomas, is truly the greatest gift of all.
Yay.
You did it!
I can put like a bunny in there, right?